So getting back to John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten. Oh, we didn't even look at that. Only begotten. What does that mean? What does the New King James say on the text? Firstborn or only born?
Only one.
His only begotten.
No, it does say only begotten. So that word in the Greek is monogenes. It means only one of a kind, the unique one. Jesus is the unique one. He's the only one of that kind. And that's why when we get to the cross, I was looking at a verse in Hosea that deals with this very subject this morning. And it says, Hosea 6:1 and 2 and 3. But 1 and 2 is mainly the two verses I want to read. Hosea 6:1 and 2. So it says, come and let us return unto the Lord, for he hath torn and he will heal us. He has smitten and he will bind us up. After 2 days will he revive us. In the third day he will raise us up and we shall live in his sight. What is this talking about?
About his death and resurrection.
Absolutely. Bullseye, Elena. Hit it on the head. But his death from a corporate perspective. The prophet Hosea says, come, let us return. For he hath torn. The human race, the fallen nature of Jesus was torn. But we have a verse in Isaiah 53, by his stripes we are healed. He hath smitten. There's another text in Isaiah 53 that says he was smitten for us. And he will bind us up. We were bound up in him at the cross. When the Son of God died, who died?
All of us.
All of us.
2 Corinthians 5:14. The apostle says, for if one died, then we're all dead. Back to this passage in Hosea 6:2, after 2 days will he revive us. He died on the 6th day, and he was raised to life on the 8th day, the first day, but it's also the 8th day.
Excuse me?
Did I lose you, Deanne? I just thought I'd throw that out there. The 8th day of creation week was the first day of the week. Oh, Deanne, your picture just went out.
I know I've got a phone call, but I'll take care of it.
The first day of the week, he was raised. And the text says he revived us. In the third day, he will raise us up. And then you take this passage and you go to Ephesians chapter 2, 5, and 6. And it puts the cream on the cake, so to speak. But God, who is rich in love for us, even when we were dead in sins, hath quickened us, for by grace you are saved, and raised us up together. So he raised us up. That's not just resurrection. That's into the holy of that's into heaven itself. Took us to heaven corporately, the human family. So humanity has salvation in Jesus. He took them to heaven. So this is a corporate statement. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten, his one and only, that whosoever believeth, that's where the personal choice comes in. We have to respond to what God has done at the cross. Whosoever shall believe in him should not perish. So, Elena, does that mean live on forever and ever after you die? You go to heaven? No.
After we die, no.
We don't go to heaven after we die.
No, we come when we'll be resurrected when he comes.
So the text perish means perish. It doesn't mean live on. That's a great verse, by the way, to help show support. The dead know not anything. Ecclesiastes 9:5. We don't go to heaven when we die.
No,
we perish.
Mm-hmm.
And that very day, his thoughts perish. So another good verse for the gospel is Romans 1:16. I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Christ. It is the power of God unto salvation. To who?
All who believe.
To everyone that believeth. That goes along with John 3:16. For therein, to the Jew first and also to the Greek. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, from the faith of Jesus to our response of faith. So there you have two solid verses. And if you want a third witness, 1 Corinthians 15, 1 through 4.